enough of that. That's enough
like,
of that. Welcome back.
Should have written that 3 months ago. We could have had Christmas #1, Pete.
It could have been.
Just need some jingle bells over the top. Anyway, Happy New Year to you.
Yes.
I imagine this is possibly our first video, or one of the first videos of 2023.
Yes,
wow.
and it was like it was yesterday, or before Christmas, or it was the day after. I can't remember now.
Ibanez, Ibanez.
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 No, Ibanez.
Live in Spain.
I think Ibanez.
Ibanez, they have some new guitars, as they do almost every January every year.
Yeah.
And the kind people at Ibanez UK have sent us some of them to have a look at.
Thank you.
Thanking you. Thanking you, Mr. Luke and Mr. Lee.
Yeah.
So there are some new bass guitars, some new acoustic guitars, and of course some new electric guitars in the range.
Yes.
We will have to do acoustics and basses with our dedicated, contractually obliged presenters. Pete and I just do electric guitars. We've got stuff from Japan, we've got stuff from Indonesia, we've got things without headstocks and things with headstocks.
With 7 strings, we've got things with
semi-hollows.
We've got semis.
We've even got a guitar with 27 frets, Mr. Pete.
27 frets?
27 frets!
Oh, that's at least 12 more than I need.
21's not enough, absolutely. Yeah, 12 more than we need.
Yeah, 12 frets of Christmas.
And we've got a cool looking preamp pedal thing that we've never tried before either from Ibanez, called the Pentatone.
Pentatone?
Which is great because
that's all the licks we can
Italian
play.
kind of cake. Or is that a Pentatone?
That's a solo. Do you play a solo in Pentatone?
Sorry,
no.
No offence meant.
No.
Right.
I love pizza.
What are you playing through today, Mr. Pete?
I'm through the Soldano. It's SLO 100 because I can. So there. I'm playing through my Victory V140. Haven't changed my pedal board yet for 2023, so it's all the same as it was. There'll be videos coming of that, of us sitting on the floor.
You want to start? Should we start with these two guitars, as they are,
I think
pretty similar? So let me get my little oracle here. Okay. Pete is holding the AZ, or AZ, if you live in America. 2203N-ATQ. There you go, Ibanez. New Year's resolution for 2024.
Let's call it Dave or something. I mean,
make some more sense.
These make sense. Numbers. These numbers are not bad because 22 is the 22 frets, right? And 02 is 03.
And the Z?
3.
And the ATQ. That's the
AZ anyway, is the model, isn't it?
This
22
is,
frets. Otherwise it's 24, 02, 24, 04. So yeah. Anyway. That makes kind of sense, these things.
Okay, so the one Pete's playing is the first 3 single coil version from the AZ22 series. So
cool guitar.
We've got an oval C profiled S-Tech roasted maple neck with a rosewood fretboard, jumbo stainless steel frets with prestige fret edge treatment. Yeah, it's like a massage, really expensive massage. You can get
somebody licking the fretboard till
it's probably using hot stones and bamboo or something.
They've only fed it milk.
Older body. Seymour Duncan's Fortuna SSS pickups.
So that's new.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Fortuna. Goto Magnum lock machine heads with so these are like locking, but locking from the top.
They're a bit weird.
They're a bit fiddly.
Yeah, a bit fiddly.
A Goto T1502S tremolo. Crikey O'Reilly, it's like model number paradise.
And inside here, I sound Australian. Inside here, there's little things around the. So they don't.
You have to show me. I don't know what you mean.
Little.
Oh wow! So they've put like little rubber kind of sleeves over the springs to stop that.
Spring sleeves.
Yeah.
Wow, Bruce spring sleeve.
They've got lumen lace side dots, so you can see where you are in the dark.
I can't see them anyway.
It has a special feature called a blender, right? A blender. That's like Brenda.
Oh, it's a Belinda Carlisle.
Belinda Carlisle. With the simple term of the blend knob, you can incorporate just the right amount of each pickup in a given position to achieve your desired sound. You might have to try and work out what that means, Mr. Pete. Oh, so that's like a volume of the bridge pickup, is it?
Yeah, that's a tone, so that must be a blender, that tone went there. Well, let's see.
What's it blending?
Smoothie with
Yeah, absolutely.
Flax
is it like a
seed.
Mullinix blender? Mullimix? What was it called?
Mullimix?
Mullimix? That's not right, is it?
Oh yeah, I need to
Can
tune
you
it.
No, I just meant as in tap
sorry.
it so we can sort of work out
I was like, tune the guitar, man.
blending.
Yes.
No, I wasn't saying that.
I'll put a bit of gain on, so. Okay, so that's a normal switch, isn't it?
6.5 hours later.
And
That's
here,
new.
all the way up.
I've not seen that before.
That's just that. And if it's all the way down, I'm blending in that. Okay?
Right.
So all the way up, it's just that. All the way down, I'm not blending in that. Here.
The reverse of that.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's try some tones from this. It's a delicious colour.
It's a great colour.
And I like it comes up here and then goes over so you
These
don't
are
step it out.
prestige, so these are Japanese made, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get, this is proper top of the range. Do you know, if there is anything to say about the 2023 offerings from Ibanez, they are all, mostly at the upper end of the Ibanez price scale. So apologies about that if you're still recovering from your heating bill. Yes, you might have to wait a bit longer to get one of these.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, enough talk about that. Here is some tones. And this is set back to the neck.
Stiff, isn't it? Mine's the same.
I like that.
Mine's the same. I think I'd rather have it a bit floaty.
Yes, but I don't think that's why they do these. There's 22 frets, so it's blending in that pickup, turned up. So these pickups, are they more like vintage-y, expired tones?
The whole Ibanez AZ range is my favourite range.
Yes.
I love it. I mean, these are the guitars that kind of inspired the Martin Miller and the Tom Quayle kind of signatures and stuff. So they're a real, this is absolutely aiming at that customer that's looking for a traditional guitar with just modern, like a modern vibe to it.
Yeah, and it's great,
and
well made.
I think Ibanez do this absolutely as well as anybody, if not better than anybody, but it's really great. Have you got the massive brass trem block on the
I haven't got brass, have I? I don't think this is brass. No, you've got brass. I haven't got
I've got
brass.
like a big brass trem block on mine. Wow, I mean,
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Christmas has come over there. Let's just do a bit of gain here.
Yes, do.
Bit of gain. That's cool when I blend in that. You got the switch, haven't you? You got the pickup switch. There you go.
That is great.
Fresh strings on this. Fresh strings.
Really, really like that. I don't know if there's any other colours. If there are, they are on screen now. But let's move on to its kind of brethren, sister, whichever.
Sisterin, brethren.
So this is the AZ2204 NW-DTB.
NW's.
It's the same sort of money. I don't know if I mentioned the price on that. These are both under £2,000 at retail price, so maybe they'll be a little bit less than that in the shops. But the single coil one is about £50 cheaper than this one.
What do they need this for? Oh, that's for that
to
plug
get,
here.
input jack.
Okay.
So the main differences here, as you can see, is HSS pickups. These are the same Seymour Duncan Fortuna set, but obviously with a Fortuna as opposed to 4 Dolphins.
Yeah, I can't eat Fortunas either.
So same roasted maple neck, rosewood board. Nice. Alder body. I've got a slightly different trem system, although it looks identical from the front, but I've got the 1702B. I'm guessing the B stands for brass. You've got the S,
which stands for steel.
And we've got the dynamic switch now. So essentially I've got a standard volume and tone, but then depending on where this switch is, it'll incorporate different pickups.
Wow, I like this. This is a great guitar.
I mean, I was playing that. With too much reverb, right? I apologise.
Yeah, there's a lot
Let's
of
take all my
reverb.
pedals off. Wow. Apologies, right. Okay, so pickup switch down is the traditional, not pickup switch, sorry. This switch here down is your traditional 5-way. And then you flick it up and you get some different combinations. Again, I'll put a graphic on the screen now. You can see what those combinations are. You know what? Call me an old traditionalist, but I just like the 5 normal positions.
I'm missionary, missionary side.
If I put in my go-to sort of medium gain pedal, the Sheriff from Victory. Or boost it with my FFX from Ibanez.
FFX?
No, it's FFX from, that's a German brand, I think, isn't it? This is the all-you-can boost, which
that's
I
such a good boost.
sort of run into the Sheriff. Sounds good.
That's
or we can
a great
go
sound.
even heavier drive. Or whatever that is. Wow. I mean, let's just, before we move on, we'll just quickly talk about the feel.
It feels great, man.
Really, really familiar feel to the back of the neck. It's a satin finish, roasted maple neck. You know, again, if you play Fenders, you're just going to go, right at home with these. We should have done the research here. It feels like a fairly traditional radius on the fretboard. I mean, I don't think it's a flat, I don't think it's a 12 or anything like that. It might be a 10.
Yeah.
Again, on
I think
screen
it's a
now.
compound, isn't it? It feels more like a compound.
So it's really nice. HSS is always a sort of a favourite combination of mine. Again, quite a vintage styly trem system. They've elected on this sample. I don't know how these are going to come out the box to do it flat to the body, which kind of makes it a little hard to get that more vibrato kind of effect.
That's how the Silver Sky comes, so that could be
well,
why they've done it.
Yeah, no, I think it's just John. What does he know about playing guitar? Lovely heel joint. Look at that.
It's beautiful,
isn't it? Really, really lovely contours. Perfect for the.
Nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Really nice. Lovely colour as well.
Yeah.
I think there probably are some other colours in this model.
Yeah.
Well done, Ibanez.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Pete.
Yeah, Mr. Lee, I am.
Wow.
I'm going straight in
like,
the deep
literally,
end.
where's the deep end?
I'm like, might
going
as
in.
well dive into 7-string headless.
Goodness me.
And these came out. I think we did these last year, didn't we? In early 20, was it, or late 2021? I can't
So this
remember
is
now.
Q series.
Yeah.
Excuse
You okay
me.
there?
Okay, so this is the first 7-string, I believe, multi-scale from the headless range. So this is called a Q547. Color code is BNN.
Yeah, so it's got slightly one of those
translucent
flexy wexy colours. Flexy wexy colours. It's not a multi-scale, is it? Is it a little bit?
Where the
oh, here, yeah. It is.
So the bridge is not fan fret, but little sort of like multi-scaly kind of thing. So anyway, we have here, specs-wise, a Wizard 5-piece roasted maple and Bubinga neck.
Bubinga. Ooh. I like Bubinga.
Roasted bird's eye maple fretboard, jumbo Jezcar Evo Gold frets. Wow. Niato body.
NATO.
Can't remember how you pronounce that.
Niato.
We've got Ibanez own brand pickups with the R1 Q58 SSH set.
They look a bit like the. I have to peel that off there.
Custom,
sorry, Ibanez.
Yeah, it's fine. Custom Ibanez string locking system, monotune bridge, Dynamix 9 switching system with Alta Switch, which is Mark Tremonti's side project. Alta Switch, luminescent side dots, and a gig bag included, which reminds me, I forgot to tell you that those two AZs we had before come with lovely hard cases. So, Mr. P.
Yeah, let me play some blues licks, man. It's, you know what,
yes!
I had so I've got that ESP guitar, and when you sit and play, some of those just... it's just fun. But you have to kind of try to forget that you got an extra string up here.
But you're obviously not forgetting that because you're using it. So what's the? Is it because you're approaching it almost like a baritone style guitar? And actually, the string that you're not using is this one, or what?
No.
What's the deal?
I still just think I think like a guitar lower tuned, because all of these strings are the same, right? So you can play. So that's the lower, so that would be G, so that would be D here. So you can still play that, but then if you want to play normal, like a G. Then you got the blues thing there. We're talking blues now, but you know, if you want to do all that stuff.
You know what? The other thing as well.
It's just a mindset.
This guitar, this shape of guitar is perfect if you're up shit creek.
Oh yeah, like that.
Exactly. I mean, wow.
I think it's a great shape, man. It's got some really nice contours and things on it. Anyway, so. Is that enough gain, or do we need more gain?
I don't know. Oh man. I mean, look.
You have to think a little bit about it, but it's cool, man. It's cool.
What is a head? I mean, do you know what I was saying the other day watching those Kit Winger old tuition videos that I wish Ibanez would bring a guitar back with like the
with the Floyd Rose was hanging out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was more this cut, like all of this bit was missing, wasn't it? Yeah,
that's a wicked color too. Anyway, this is fun, man. It plays really nicely.
Why
the frets
not?
are great.
I didn't tell you the price. Actually, the price on this was about 1,000. Yeah, 1,100 quid.
Well,
so
not too
there
bad.
you go. That's what I mean.
So you got this switch here.
Or about, what's that, about a week and a half's worth of heating at the moment. So.
Okay, so you got this, it's off down here and it's off. But let's put that thing up because there's 9 different positions in here, and so
Come
that's
on.
wicked, man. Anyway, I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Having your lessons from Tosin this afternoon or something, are you, on your headless 7? Let's move on.
Yes.
Do you want to do another one? Shall I just be spec,
I'll do it.
man?
You know, man, I'm due. I want 27 frets today.
Okay, so this...
And that can hang on there. That's really handy.
This is a brand new model. So whereas kind of everything we've spoken about so far is almost like an extension of an existing range, this is new. This is the
RGA
622XH. Yes, RGA 622XH-BK. Japanese model.
Wow.
2,000 quid. 2,000 quid.
2,000 quid.
Yes.
But that's what you pay for the 3 extra frets.
So we have a Wizard HP 5-piece maple and walnut neck. So no Babinga, we're using the walnut here. Mikasa ebony fretboard. Jumbo frets with prestige fret end treatment. African mahogany body. What's the difference between an African and a European swallow? Was it average flight speed? I can't remember. DiMarzio Air Nortons / Tone Zone pickups. Goto machine heads, low pro edge tremor system, coil tap switch, lumen lay dots, hard shell case, and the special feature is,
coil tap.
Yes, you've guessed it, 27 frets.
Yeah, because
designed for lead players and shredders who make their living in the higher octaves.
Is that what it says?
Yes!
Is that what it says?
Yep.
Wicked.
Deep and beveled lower horn scoop.
It
allows better and multi-directional high fret access. What is multi-directional? I suppose you can come at it from any direction, right? Over the top, around the side,
because this is
underneath.
So you're like, wallop, wallop, sklip.
Wow. So come on then, Michelangelo, give it your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot. So you said coil tap. So that must be that one that's tapping it, right?
So.
That's Pokemon.
That is Pokey.
Pokemon, not Pokemon. Pokemon.
That's it. Don't go any further up the fretboard. Just.
Yeah, a capo up there, and then just play it here. It is like D chord.
So come on, how?
Oh my God, you can play a D chord up here.
In all seriousness, go double octave, like sort of pentatonic blues solo, double octave in E.
I can't get up there,
You
man.
can't.
So you can go.
You need John Connon's spider fingers, don't you?
Thin spider fingers.
Thin spidery fingers to play
They can get in anywhere, those
What's
things.
the world record for like the most number of frets on a regular guitar?
Wasn't there another one that had, I don't know.
I thought Washburn had like a 35 fret.
You know what?
Something.
I don't know. But you know what? This plays really nicely. I know it's a super flat board. It's probably 16 or something. But the neck is so slim. I mean, that's
like
amazing that you can, you can do these kind of, so normally I'll do like.
It almost sounds like you're playing a harmonic, doesn't it? But you're sort
lovely.
of getting...
I can't fold my fingers around, but nice. Super easy to play.
Yeah, I don't
you know what you want to hear,
there are
right?
different colours on that, but if there are, they'll be on screen now.
Let's try some gain.
I really like the body carve. I kind of feel
it's a nice
sort of
carve.
like that continuous sort of
smooth
sort of oval carve to it. Oh, it's nice past the smell.
Forget that. That's not for me up there. You know what I want to see? I want to see somebody literally shredding up here for dear life.
There you are.
That is
Ibanez.
long, thin fingers, man.
They'll do that for sure. I think personally, I think I'd just go with the Digitech whammy pedal, carry playing everything down there, and just.
Oh yeah, you
opt
like
it up. Seeing as you're obviously in the zone now for all this, modern tomfoolery, you can play this one.
That's cool.
That is a great colour.
That's one of these flip colours. I would like a car in this colour.
What was the colour? Was it TVR or something that had those chimeras that were in that kind of colour, weren't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see my old Citroen in this kind of colour.
Look at that.
Who wants to paint my car in this colour?
Moments later.
Wow, this looks amazing. This is called the SML Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night.
721 and the colour code is RGC. This is £900. This is the most affordable one yet. Great colour.
Like a gold brownie,
I
purpley.
sense 2023 is going to be the year of the flip pearlescent, whatever you
Is
call
it?
that colour.
Or has it been? Was it Mr. That him again? Him that shall not be mentioned.
Oh, him that shall not be mentioned. Did he do this? He did it more like a sort of a bluey greeny, didn't he, than the reddy. Anyway, now this feature, or what's amazing about this guitar, is it's got a new thing called light multi-scale. Now, it doesn't mean light in terms of the weight. What it means...
It is light though. It's super light because it's super thin.
So the first 2 frets on this guitar are not angled at all. So whereas a normal fan fret, the fanning kind of starts right from, and the difference between where the sort of the scale length of the thinnest string versus the thickest string would be more. So this is kind of a new thing for Ibanez. It's maybe like a gateway sort of drug for people into fan frets. So you're just like, I'm not sure if I go down that avenue, maybe I can never come back.
It's just this one that's not, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. So
this one is not, but then it starts.
Oh, just marginal, isn't it? By the time you get to the second
That's the coda fanning.
Yes, so it's the what?
The coda fanning. The coda fanning, the actors.
Yeah.
Actor.
Who's Coda Fanning?
Dakota Fanning.
Oh, Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said right. Anyway,
No,
so that's the idea.
that.
Now, again, I'm not a big fan fret player, so I couldn't tell you how it feels differently, but hopefully Pete will have a view. Wizard 5-piece neck.
Same kind of neck.
We talked about the multi-scale thing, rosewood board, Jumbo Jazz Car Evo Gold frets. Jumbo Jazz Car. It's a great name. A NATO body.
Don't you work for POS?
Q58 HH pickup set.
Yeah.
A Gota MGT locking machine heads. A monorail bridge. And a Dynamix 10 switching system, again with the alter switch thingy and luminescent side dots. What did we all do before luminescent side dots? How did anyone see anything?
We just played gigs, man. That's what we did. The thing with this is fanfare. They are positioned the right way for you to play.
It's so annoying,
because your hand
isn't
moves, doesn't it? So
what you mean is basically someone has actually invented something that's better than it was in the 1950s.
Yeah, like robot
my
tuners at a Gibson.
old brain can't cope with the fact that actually it might be a useful feature. I tell you what I do think is fascinating is this idea of a multi-scale.
I'm just going to take this
because,
off
of course,
now.
I think everybody accepts that, if you want to drop tune your guitar and you want a fatter sort of string on the lower you want a bit more tension and a sort of a fatter string on your bottom strings, it helps to have the longer scale length. But of course, the reverse is true. You know, once you're up to your thin strings and all that kind of stuff, you want a shorter scale length. So this idea of multi-scale and then the fan fret system to sort of compensate is really, really clever. You know what I don't like about that guitar?
What?
Purely cosmetic, aesthetic thing. I don't like this black plastic thing they put around the switch.
Yeah, but I think it's because it's so thin. They can't fit it in.
Oh, I see. You mean it's thin that way.
Because the other, what's the one that's got this? What's her name?
Yvette?
No, not Yvette.
Nita Strauss.
Nita Strauss. I think it's got the same because it's such a thin guitar. So it does look like a little man with the tongue out and the eyes.
It could have just looked nicer than a bit of plastic stuck on top of the guitar.
You know what? It works, Lee. So, but.
Do you know what's cool as well? The matching headstock, but from where I'm sitting, the headstock's a completely different colour to the guitar, even though it isn't.
Of course.
But that's cool.
That's because of your eyes. Back in Christmas land there. It's really, really nice, easy to play.
Listen to him go.
Time. This is really, really nice to play, man.
Well,
time
there
for
you
you
go.
to play.
It goes with your eyes and everything.
Let's see what it does.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So this guitar is, now I like this. This is a hybrid kind of merging of some of the sort of aesthetic vibe that you'd get with a J Custom RG style guitar, but on an AZ kind of vibe. So we've got, so we've got AZ kind of feel on the neck, AZ kind of look on the headstock, AZ look on the back here, Japanese J Custom on the top, and HSH. This is the most expensive one of the three. This is the AZ2407F-BSR. It's $2,300 is the kind of the full ticket price. And we've got a roasted maple neck with an oval vibe. So again, we've got the maple fretboard here. It kind of looks, if anything, this might be a little flatter than the AZ, but I don't know. Maybe that's just an optical illusion.
Question. Here,
yes.
Question. Why don't they countersink that cover when they do the others?
I don't know. They don't countersink it on him. I don't know. Don't know.
Anyway, that's just a question.
Cost saving, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, we've got the very familiar kind of feel if you're a Fender player. We've now got S-Tech Wood roasted maple fretboard. Okay. What's S-Tech Wood? Oh, reminder, have to do something.
Yeah, turn your phone off.
Yes. Stainless steel jumbo frets, again with the Prestige fret edge treatment.
Patrice.
Flame maple tops, a proper top, so it's a 4mm thick maple top on a basswood body, basswood. DiMarzio Air Norton True Velvet and Tone Zone. I've got to be honest with you, I need to get into DiMarzio's. Yeah. Apparently Larry DiMarzio is a brilliant guy to interview because he's got stories about all of the guys from... And so I keep meaning to try and hook that up.
Do that.
But yeah, it's got a lot of the signature artists of, bygone years. DiMarzio fans. Goto locking tuners, a same trem system that's on the 3-single coil one that we did there, and an oil impregnated bone nut. Because let's be honest with you, Everybody needs their bone nut oil
impregnated
periodically.
Oils.
These are way fatter than the Fortuna pickups that are on the... No, none of the controls pull out. Now, again, I likey. Okay, so the trem system is now recessed, not what's called, like, you know, there's a cutout underneath it. So it's completely floaty. Love that. Love that.
But that's why these are not, because that is, right? Why would you do it on these when you can get that guitar? Just buy that guitar. And play the blues.
Play the blues, absolutely. A little bit thin on the kind of the splitty things. I never, you know, we're kind of like humbuckers that are split and never. Sounds okay. Yeah, all the good sounds are all the way this way or all the way that way, in my opinion.
Yes.
It's got a Floydy kind of vibe to it without all the faff of locking.
Without all the Floyd.
Oh, listen, that's fat. Oh man, it's just one pedal, one overdrive pedal. Sounds killer. Isn't that funny? Because visually, I wouldn't be drawn necessarily to a guitar like this. A little bit contemporary and bling for me. I'd probably go, you know, stay a bit more trad. But I've got to be honest, like this trem system and these pickups, yeah, that's true. That's true. So these are £2,300 and a really superbly put together instrument.
Absolutely.
I like it. Did I check? I told you the model number, didn't I?
Yeah.
Is there just one guitar left?
One guitar left. One guitar left. This is the AMH 90
from Mercedes.
Yeah, the AMH.
Let me find this. AMH 90. Now, the good news for all you people here is this bit of the demo won't take terribly long. This is purely and simply a new colour in the very popular AMH 90 series, which is white with the gold hardware.
I think we've done a video on that before, so you can probably go and watch that up there.
So the highlights of this are things like their Super 58 Ibanez own pickups, which are great, kind of vintage vibe, PAF vibe to them. Gibraltar bridge, a Linden top with a Linden back and sides.
I know, Linden David.
Medium frets, Mikasa ebony fretboard, and a 3-piece NATO maple neck. Got wooden knobs.
Yeah, sometimes that's Pinocchio has that.
150-year-old.
Gepetto, Papa.
£729. So it's great value as well. It's
my Papa.
Guitar. This is such a long video.
Yeah.
Super nice. Beautiful clarity around it, and
it's a clarity.
Is it completely hollow? it kind of sounds.
No, there is a block.
It is centre block, is it?
Yeah.
It's got a really lovely, ringy kind of vibe to it.
It's lovely. It's beautifully airy.
Obviously, I can't hear that in real life because wood doesn't make a difference.
No,
but,
wood doesn't make any difference at all. You
I've
can
obviously,
just put the strings on it here, and then it's just a pickup. It doesn't make anything.
Several bad puns later.
It's all a myth. Like Avatar. Right.
Like abattoirs?
Avatar.
Oh, Avatar.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, let us just rearrange the room. I tell you, that was £729.
I love this guitar.
Very, very
I love
cool.
this.
And as I said at the beginning, you can get that in different colours. Now we're going to rearrange the room so we can plug the Pentatone in.
346 minutes later.
Right, we're on the home straight now.
Home straight!
We are going to look at the Pentatone preamp from Ibanez. We have got guitar running into this, output from this running into the Strymon reverb pedal, and then from the output of that into the return of the Soldano, bypassing the Soldano's preamp. We listened, right? Now I guess some of you will buy this to run into a cab emulation device and straight into your mixer, your interface, whatever. Some of you will run it into the effects return of your amplifier. And I guess some of you, if you have a very, very flat, clean sounding guitar amplifier, may choose to run it into the front end of your amplifier. But what we're doing here is into the effects return of a 30-watt valve amplifier. So, loads and loads of knobs and buttons here. But actually the bulk of them are switched on and off as the overall thing. So we've got kind of everything except this button, basically, this knob here, which is controlled over here. So we've got a level and a gain control, a treble and a bass control. Then we've got a 5-band parametric EQ. So the sliders boost or cut the frequency, and the 5 knobs here select the frequency you're going to adjust. The EQ is switchable. Then we've got a pre-boost control, which again is switchable. And we've got a brightness switch, and we've got a noise gate, all of which are switchable on top of the unit. The post boost, so just like a pure at the end of the signal chain volume boost, is on a separate switch.
Cool.
And the only other output on the back here, which is handy, because we've just got a straightforward in and out jack socket here. The only other one on the back is a remote control, so you could have an additional 2-way foot switch to be able to control the EQ on and off and the pre-boost on and off. So essentially these 2 switches here. So you could make this into a 4-button foot switch thing if you wanted to.
That's excellent.
So here's our clean into the effects return. And here is our everything at kind of 12 o'clock. Right, if you're going to get into parametric EQs, I suppose a fundamental understanding of what that means. So you've got a frequency range from, you know, a few hertz up to thousands and thousands of kilohertz, and obviously the guitar sits within that frequency range somewhere. This particular EQ unit here goes from 30 hertz at its lowest mode, which I've got a feeling is even below the human ear. It's certainly well below what you typically associate the bass note
7 is the brown note,
guitar.
Isn't it?
Is it?
That's
or
the one.
everything
The 7 has a
And then the highest frequency it goes up to is 14,500 kilohertz, which again I think is right at the top end of what the human ear can hear, and again would traditionally be higher than you'd expect an electric guitar to sort of sit in. But so the idea being is I've got 5 sliders here, and Pushing that up will boost the amount of level for that particular frequency. Cutting it will reduce the amount of level. It's got a center detente for 0. And then the idea is I can adjust what frequency this slider is working on by moving this knob here from 30 Hertz in its lowest position to 100 Hertz in its highest position. That's different to, say, treble and bass on a normal EQ, or say the EQ that you might find on the front of your guitar amplifier, where it's a preset kind of EQ range that's being cut or boosted. Not actually in a lot of tone stacks as well, just cut. But this is an active circuit, so we can cut or boost. So it's like, that was my unbelievably long-winded way of telling you that this is a very, very versatile kind of preamp.
It reminds me a bit of the Mesa Boogie one they did. Remember that?
They literally, you know what? That's what the man from Ibanez said. It's like, that's what it reminded him of as well. I don't think I've missed anything out here. It runs on a battery or a power supply.
Cool.
So I guess now, let's see, how low gain can we get this? It's not subtle overdrive, is it?
No.
Is
that the least it goes?
Yeah, it's either the low end of high gain or the high end of high gain, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we can roll. No, it's not that kind of vibe, is it? Okay, so I think we'll just go, we'll leave the gain at sort of 12 o'clock, and I'll try and fiddle with the EQ. Again, there's really no right or wrong with EQ placement. It's just whatever you like the sound of.
Try that noise gate.
Noise gate? There's not a lot of noise yet. That's why I kind of wasn't really using. Single coil sound, is there much noise on us?
No.
It's really quiet, isn't it? I mean, I wonder if the noise gate is more about getting that closed off.
Yeah, try that.
You need that style of rhythm playing where it's a bit staccato, so there's like...
It does... There you go.
It's not that, but you just want, as soon as you finish the chug, you just want that...
I mean, there is reverb on it now.
That's true, we probably need to lose the reverb, don't we?
Yeah, let's turn the reverb off.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, this isn't really the sort of our forte of style, is it?
No, it's fine, man. None of it is. We're having fun. having fun. We're having fun. It's all right to have fun sometimes. You know, trust me, you have to have fun sometimes.
You know what? You can hear the gate so much better with the reverb.
Yeah.
So play it without the noise gate. There's always that slight after thing, isn't there?
There's that overhang.
Yeah, that's... anyway, look, I'm going to just kind of try and find some mad EQs.
Yeah,
there should be like a crazy... The other kind of, I suppose, I mean, I don't know, look, I'm sure there's loads of settings and stuff on the internet about where to set your EQ, that kind of scoopy thing. But the other kind of classic EQ hump was to go the other way, then you'd be more like a Santana-y kind of, but again, you just got to try and find... I feel like I did a terrible job of trying to find that, but you get the idea.
Yes.
You know, you can find those very.
I played that out of tune as well. Sorry.
Look, there's not much. I mean, we didn't really. I'll just demo the post boost. That is, as I said, just a straightforward.
It's not Post Malone, is it?
Postpone, no.
Post Malone.
Post Malone. Postman Pat. That's just a way of basically boosting the volume for like a solo, I guess.
Okay, so. Yeah.
Oh look, I mean, I try to decide kind
it's
of
affordable, isn't it?
179.
Yeah. So it's coming in at under 200 quid.
Yeah, actually,
it's
a good shout. If that had a different brand on it, you know, like some sort of boutique-y,
it would be
between
like
400 quid, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I still not hugely sure where this. I mean, is this just like a sort of super spec'd up metal zone or something like that? Is that
I think it is. I mean, I'm not a fan of this sound at all. I'm thinking what would it sound like in the front end of the amp? Because I'm not sure it sounds. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't know.
There you are.
There must be some videos
Comment
out there
below.
doing that,
I mean, so that's the Pentatone.
Yeah.
Look,
there we go.
Obviously, you can buy hundreds of different Ibanez guitars and pedals and stuff from Andertons, and the links for those will be below.
Yeah.
But it's always fun every January to see what Ibanez have got new, because they are, without doubt, one of the finest guitar makers on the planet.
I would agree. And on that note...
On that note,
please like and subscribe. Absolutely. Thank you very much for watching.
We'll see you in 2024 with Ibanez again. Yes, see you tomorrow, I expect. Goodbye.